Share and invite. If you got hustle muscle in your veins, if deep down inside you're tired of people telling you what to do, if you're that person, then share and invite this, please. Please share and invite. So I guess my YouTube's going to be locked like this. Let me move my phone. I got to just set the cameras. I'm taking my time. We're having fun.
Oh, yeah.
We're chatting.
Let me share and invite this.
Tomorrow's donut day. I think we're going to end up with $1.50. If anybody wants to go in, we're short about... We're not there, but I ordered 150 in donuts last week before we did 300. But this week, it gets to be a lot. I gotta tell you, I love doing it though. I do love doing it.
What page are we on right now?
Oh yeah, my Shane DeGarry page. So if you go to
this one,
yeah,
right?
there it is. Boom.
All right.
So if you want to share to your pages and invite your friends, if you're a part of any pages, please do that. So let's talk about Aaron Kleindienst.
Yeah, so that's right, Kleindienst. That's correct.
And what is your if I'm always with names, I'm dyslexic of letters and numbers. With numbers is different. So I do what I can. I love trying though.
No, you did very well.
So and it was great that you came out. I told eventually people it's going to be packed in here to come down here because if you're really making stuff happen, 11 o'clock for me, I'm busy. I'm even late coming down here at 11 o'clock because I'm doing stuff. Yeah.
18-hour days.
But it's fun. It's living life. It's saying that clock. Who's going to win today? Right?
Absolutely.
The clock wins, but how much of it can I stay up and enjoy the air and the breath and the people and the environment and the energy? I mean, let me ask you, what was it like when you came in here?
Oh, it was beautiful. Energy. This guy's always going. I wake up, he's going. Walked in here, he's going.
How do you like? What was it like to be in a studio like this?
It's beautiful. I've never been in a studio per se.
News desk, social media.
Yeah, they got the news desk, anchor desk going on here. I love it. It's cool. I mean, this isn't necessarily my forte.
Yeah, it's not behind the gas grill.
But what I'm doing right now, I'm very passionate about it. I got to get it out there. I got to get comfortable with me, and I'm my own brand. So I got to put my smile on and get comfortable.
So we're gonna talk about what your organization, your non-for-profit. Let's make sure we get that out. Let me see if I can pull it up on here. Can you share and invite while we're on here?
Absolutely. So
do you know how to share and invite? So I'm going to show you my world. Like you might say, Shane, put a little bit of salt, a little bit of pepper in that, or at the kitchen. She wants to make sure the chicken tastes right. You got to turn that down. You don't mind, do you?
Lord.
Thanks. I'm excited to have her in the studio. I was pumped all day. And a lot of people cancel out, I will tell you. Most people don't show up. In life they don't. But anyone that has a business will tell you what it's like to get people to show up. So everyone that's on here, Chad, Alex, Jennifer, Nancy, everyone, Aaron, share and invite. We have an amazing guest in here. It's 11:10. What was I doing when you came to the studio tonight? Was I hanging out waiting for you?
No, you were out there talking to our service workers, our construction workers out there.
Big shout out to Kinsley and Wright. Yes. Wright, traffic control directors. Awesome people, the flaggers at Wright. Come on. And Kinsley. Big shout out to Kinsley.
Shout out to these hard-working people out here late at night. Huh? They got to walk away from their families and they come down here to fix our roads.
Third shift.
To work on,
midnight shift is tough shift.
Absolutely. And they're outside. They're putting that work in. I went through this intersection 2 nights ago and I was like, man, we got to show more love to our service workers, our people out here putting in this work.
Instead of home getting pissed, right?
People always complain about these potholes, but they don't have any love for the people out here fixing them. So we got to appreciate everybody and show the love whenever we can.
So what's it? Lateef, what's up, Lateef?
Nature's Recipe, Free Meals Program is the Facebook page. Free Meals Program for York City Youth. It's an organization I started in October 2016. We feed youth in York City. Eventually, I hope to take this to nationwide and provide meals for every hungry child.
So what do you feed them? McDonald's?
We feed them McDonald's.
Taco Bell. No. I beat up processed food, so believe it.
Yeah. Hey, me too. I think we all kind of do at times.
So what's the name of it's called Nature's Promise?
Nature's Recipe.
Nature's Recipe. That's right. Well, let's see if we can get it out.
What do you think about the name?
I love it. Nature's Recipe.
All right.
Because that tells you, boom, look, I wonder why it came up. They already knew you were here. Nature's Recipe.
Second one down.
Second one, the yellow. Good energy.
Right.
Boom. So go give this page. What's up, Lateef? Hey, can y'all do me a favor? Here's one thing. Can you drop your town in? This is how we make social media. All right, so let's do, I'm in York, PA. So drop your town in. What is up, Lee Schreiner? What's up? I get it now. Oh, I get it now.
What's up, Leah?
Leah, what is up?
You get it now?
Yeah, she gets it now.
It takes her a little bit sometimes.
So please go like this on Facebook. It's at Nature's Recipe Free Meals.
That's right.
So if you go up and hit that in, type in up there, if you type in Nature's Recipe Free Meals, so when you do broadcasting, one of the things I'll tell you is just slow and you repeat over, right? Like when people give phone numbers, I'll give you a tip, man, they fly, right? And so what I do to slow them down is I say this, and people don't like it. I'm like, so it's 717, but I'm going on the pen speed, not the voice speed.
Tongue speed.
But I've been doing this for a long time.
Right.
So just a hint, if you want someone to write your number down, if you want them, slow them down at that point. Because this is important what you're doing. So are you feeding them McDonald's and Taco Bell?
No, definitely not. It's all from scratch meals. Fresh fruits, fresh vegetables. We deal with local farms in the community. We also teach kids horticulture.
Zoom in. They want me to zoom in, so let me do that. I will.
Gotta zoom in here.
So while you're doing it, tell them.
No,
so you deal with all these local farms?
Well, a couple of them.
Yep.
Hope Garden. Actually just started doing some work with York Farm Fresh Foods and Eric Negron with Healthy Living, York, PA. He's a very good guy. He's got lots of fresh produce, organic produce. Check Eric Negron out on Facebook. But yeah, you know, we're trying to teach kids how to sustainably live in a way that is beneficial for them. And it's going to be beneficial long term. So we also do cooking classes, education on nutrition. But like I said, from scratch meals, fresh fruits, fresh vegetables. We fed thousands of kids in York City, over 14,000 kids to date, which is unbelievable to think about. It definitely wasn't what I was thinking when I started this. I just started without any thought other than the fact that there was a need for community centers and nutritional food in the city for these kids.
Hey, big shout out to Burkentine Builders, Mike Burkentine. So here we have it. I'm going to pull up Nature's Recipe so people can see it. Burkentine Builders, Mike Burkentine. So what she's doing is feeding our kids at schools.
Well, not necessarily schools, community centers in York.
All right, so community centers. So what programs are they before? Are you feeding them before school, after school, anytime?
It's an after-school program. It's actually a free after-school program that we provide from 5 to 7:30.
Jennifer Warner just liked it from Bubba D's Pizza.
Thank you so much, Jennifer Warner.
Come on!
We love the love. We love to spread the love. So, free after-school program. I also provide meals to other organizations in York that have kids but don't have funding for food. So basically, like our program, we're sponsored for the CACFP, which is a federal program. It's a child and adult food nutritional program. So for every child that I feed, I get reimbursed the following month. So yeah, you know, I just jumped in.
So what got you to want to do this? What got you to want to cook?
I've always been in the kitchen.
But I mean, get serious about it and make your life better.
Serious about it was I took over a food program for daycare. And I had already had some years under my belt in the restaurant industry, in the kitchen, and in the front of house as well. So I took over this food program. About 2 months before I took over the program, I just did some research on their menus, what they were feeding their kids. Took some tours in the daycare, just kind of saw how the classroom environment was, saw how their meal times were. And I decided to kind of revamp the program, do away with the processed foods, from scratch meals.
You know, you said something when we were talking about that, about how, and this is true, and I have some videos when we were, and we have to get you connected with Feed the Kids and kind of merge that together, because that would be a good fit.
Absolutely.
And to have you on part of it would be a great fit.
It's a movement right now. So if anybody is out there doing what I'm doing, I want to connect with you. I've been connecting with a lot of people, and I'm telling you, when you walk in your purpose, the universe will bring you an abundance of people.
She said it, when you take faith, when you go out there, what I always say, you'll be filled in with what the gaps will always be filled in.
Absolutely.
Praise God.
So I got this hat on today. Locals Only Collective. Shout out to Ty Michael Devitt.
Ty Michael, Locals Only Collective.
So Ty started this apparel line. Right now, his kickoff was this Buy a Lid, Feed a Kid. So for every hat that you purchase through Ty, $1 comes back to Nature's Recipe, and I'm able to feed a child, which is unbelievable that he's doing this. This is my boy. He's doing a great thing. He's doing, like you said, that hustle muscle. You got to get out there and put that work in and use your voice, spread the word, spread the love.
Haley Fuller's here. Boom. She is our social media specialist, Haley Fuller.
How you doing,
Boom. And Josh, what's up?
What's up, Josh?
What is up? Shakalaka boom boom. We got the queen of the kitchen in the house. Come on, the pancake queen. She kills it. So I love what Ty's doing. Let's get back to Locals Only Collective.
Yeah, so Locals Only Collective.
Ask me to share and invite. Do you want me to share while I'm on your phone while you're talking? Because I do it all. You see me, right?
Yeah, I'm not very good at this.
I do it all. No, but let's tell them I love it.
Yeah, so go follow Locals Only Collective on Facebook, guys. You can actually through the page purchase a hat.
Tony Corbett, the slice. He's from Ireland.
Hey,
yo, boom.
That's my ancestors there.
Boom, Tony Corbett, the slice. I haven't seen you for a while. What's up? How's Joanne? He's coming in from Boston.
Hey.
What's up, mate? No, that's Ireland. That's Australia. But Tony, I love you, dude. You're awesome. Tony Corbett. He's the first one of the first ones to ever watch me when I started doing my broadcasting. This was 2 years ago, and he would say, Shane, I'm the only one on here. And I said, Tony, I don't care if you're the only one on here. I'm not on here for you. I'm on here for my daughters, my wife, and my son.
My man.
Boom. Tony Corbett, the slice. Corbett Plastering. Joanne's all good. Love you, Joanne. Corbett Plastering. If you need to get plastered, if you want to get seriously plastered in Boston legally, call Tony. He'll help you out. Tony will get you plastered legally in Boston. Yo.
Next time I take a trip up to Boston, I'll check you out, Tony.
Yeah.
I'm going to look for
So, Ty, what he's doing for Buy a Lid, Feed a Kid. Let's talk about that.
So, Buy a Lid, Feed a Kid. The hats are $20. $1 comes back to Nature's Recipe for every hat that's purchased. It costs me about 67 cents to feed one child. And the food costs went down tremendously just by doing from scratch meals. It's amazing what you can do with fruits and vegetables and wholesome meals rather than buying something out of a box or a can. And like I said, I took over this program to try to create a balance in these children's everyday life.
Hi, Charlene. Yo, what she's doing is epic. And here's the thing. Were you given all these ovens? Were you given all these opportunities? Were you given all this? Did people just give you learn how to cook? Did people just give you that without having to learn? I mean, did you have to do any work to get to this point, or was it all easy?
Of course I had to put work in. I put in some work. So I took over this food program. After about a year of me being in the program, I got a federal audit, and I got 100% on the audit. And the words of the lady, what she said to me resonated so much. Basically told me, I've never given 100% on an audit.
Oh yeah, you swung the bat.
I swung the bat, and
100%. She said she never gave one.
That's right. She never had given 14 years, and her district was from Maine to West Virginia. In 14 years, she'd never given out 100%.
Boom! Can I get a little woo woo?
The company I was working for was the first time they had never received any penalties for the program. And
Peter Botros, what's up?
Hey,
Shine program.
Everybody, Peter, the Shine Foundation. Everybody, check out Peter and what he's doing. He's doing big things with these kids in the community, teaching them music for free. You guys check out Peter, what he's doing. The Shine concert is absolutely amazing. That's my boy Peter. What's up, Peter? So yeah, I mean. So you got this. Let's talk. I mean, that had to be like. Right, that hit me, and I was like, wow, I guess what I'm doing is good. I never looked for the shine. I was in it for the kids.
But that helps, right? That fills your emotional tank. Like anyone, it's just like I gotta keep going. Absolutely. That's a huge sign. It's like you get a big emotional nugget.
Oh, absolutely. And I said, let's start my own program. And a month later, Nature's Recipe was open. I continued doing the food program with the kids at the daycare for about another year. But it's been the most fulfilling thing I've ever done in my life, feeding these kids. When I see my kids on the street, Miss Erin, they give me the biggest hugs, and it's absolutely amazing. I love to feed. I'm telling you, when you give somebody some food, it feels good.
Eric Negron, what's up?
And it's my buddy Eric. Everybody check out Eric at Healthy Living Foods. That man is doing big things in the community, bringing fresh produce to York City, which is a big need. York Farm Fresh Foods, what they're doing with this local farm in York City, it's unbelievable. And I'm telling you, we got to get back to our roots. We got to get back to the basics.
We're doing it.
Because we got so far away from the truth and the realness.
Yep.
You know, like we were talking about the way the government's set up. But we got to get back. We got to teach these kids.
We the people.
That's right. We the people. We got to come together. It takes a village, people. We can't just complain about what's going on in our town. We got to get out there and make a difference. You got to.
Peter says he looks forward to having your program with Shine.
Absolutely, Peter. I just got my old kitchen back. I'm actually just working on getting a stove right now. So March 1st, I should be a go, buddy. So we'll definitely get together and talk about that.
Bruce Beatty, what is up? How are you, man? In lovely California. There's one of my buddies in the insurance business.
Cali. How you
Love
doing?
you. Hey, if you could please share. What Share does is, let me just bring a little bit of my businesses. We become the media, right? So if you don't like the media, if you want to be a part of the media, if you want to change the media, then share and invite. We are the media.
Absolutely.
With these phones. We are all a media company. So please, Brian Marshall, doing big stuff, man. Appreciate you, Brian.
Shane, I
You're
need you
awesome.
to like that.
Huh?
I need you to like that page.
Bam.
I need that thumbs up to be blue. There we go.
Boom. There you go. Done deal. Wait, does it have a rating? Can I give it a rating?
Yeah, but shout out to everybody in the community that's doing big things. This is a major movement. And all it takes is that hustle muscle, right, Shane?
Oh, that's what it takes.
That one step. You just got to take one step and another step and just keep going.
Eric, we appreciate you. We're having social media Saturday on March the 3rd. The first Saturday after First Friday is social media Saturday. From 12 to 2, we're going to open our studio. Yes, so you can come out here and
Peter,
get a chance.
Eric, my buddy Ryan Brown, Dude Brown, he's doing big things with Shooting Stars.
We want to have some community meetings. What's the energy like here? What's this building like to have meetings upstairs in the lounge?
Oh, beautiful conference room, guys.
How about the
this
lounge?
guy had to set up a comfortable lounge area to sit back and relax, talk.
Get creative though. How's the energy?
That's right. Be creative. You got to surround yourself with like-minded people. You know, if you keep surrounding yourself with people that you used to mess with, that doing the same thing, that's what you're going to do.
Yeah, hang around friends will never get you anything but hung up in something.
You got to surround yourself with like-minded people.
Thomas, how are you? We got Aaron in the house.
How you doing,
Come
Thomas?
on. Please go like Nature's Recipe. Free meal program for the York City youth.
That's right.
Come on, and it's expanding, right?
It's expanding.
You don't mind if I get you like you don't mind if I share an invite right out? This
no,
is my
please
thing,
do.
right?
Absolutely,
because
please
people
do.
are gonna message you and they're gonna say, "What are you doing? Why'd you do it?"
That's quite all right.
And here's what I tell people, right? You know, what I represent is a cheerleader for the human race, that we're all as good as the best and no better than the rest. And if you really want to know what humble is in the real world, it's work.
That's right.
Because when you have to get up and go to work every day, and I mean, you know, like for a passion or anything that you're doing, you're humble because you're in the process of doing. And if you're doing it for the good thing and the right thing,
that's right.
then you will stay focused on your goals.
Right, because you stay. That's how happiness comes about. You know,
joyful activities.
That's right. Joyful activities, walking in your purpose, but staying true to who you are. And never allowing any outsiders to try to defeat you or put you down. It's okay to make mistakes. It's okay to fail as long as you just get back up.
Well, you should fail as much as you can endure.
That's right.
Because winning is this. See, I'm built for strikeouts, not home runs. Well, no, because, look, if you think about it, as a baseball player, they teach them how to deal with a strikeout, not a home run. Because even if you're the best baseball player, Craig Myers, Damas, Blanco, how are you? Good to hear you all. Sacred South Vision, how are you? Look, it is about the human race. Listen, me winning is only going to help you winning. But people think that me losing or you losing or someone else losing gets them to win better. It doesn't. It's an energy thing. It's called heart energy. And if you look up heart energy, it's what we're doing right now and what we're doing with you. And when you share this and invite people, you're going to have... I kind of equate it to when I walk to work and I walk home and I go by a big oak tree. The leaves are off right now. But the tree isn't looking at other trees. This is serious stuff. And saying, are my leaves going to come back? Theirs came back first. It already knows it's growing. All it's working on is absorbing nutrients. Think about this. It is serious business. And it grows. So the tree is only going to grow as big as the tree can go. The tree is not going to grow less or more if a tree doesn't grow more, if a tree is shorter or wider. But here's what happens. A lot of those leaves are not going to come back. They're just going to be mulch. They're going to go into the earth. But some of them are going to be seeds. And some of those seeds are going to go through dirt with that tree. And they're going to be strong oaks.
That's right.
And those are the ones you roll with in the forest.
Listen to this guy right here.
So
his energy is amazing. I definitely gravitate towards it. I follow you every day on social media.
We have fun riding around. I can't wait till you do the donut run.
Oh,
huh?
I'm there with you, brother.
Huh?
I'm there
Every Friday at 10:30 we leave out of here. And if you want to catch me on the way.
Tomorrow's Friday.
Yeah. You want to roll?
We're in there.
All right, nice.
I'm there with you, brother.
So you'll be here at 10:30?
Absolutely, I'll be here at 10:30.
All right, in the morning?
In the morning.
All right, cool. I just want to make sure because I'm here all the time, right? So I work 3 shifts. You can ask the Kinsley workers around. I'll see them during the day. I work 3 shifts a day. I take 2 naps a day. That's a fact.
Well,
right?
I live right across the street from Maple Donuts. Do you want me to grab them?
I don't go. I go to North George Street Dunkin' Donuts.
You go to Dunkin'. Okay.
And we put in the order, and they come ready in boxes,
nice.
Glazed donuts, half dozen at a time,
okay.
and we do glazed to keep it simple. You know why we do glazed? Because there's 7 musical notes. There's 7 colors in the rainbow, and there's 10 numbers. So if you keep it simple, but work that simplicity, you can make magic.
That's right. You can master that.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
So, but make discipline your. See, discipline is my master, right? And I was getting sloppy, and I even said it. I was getting sloppy. 4 miles yesterday, and today's the only day that matters. That's the kicker, right? Here's the kicker. When you give yourself credit on past accomplishments, it'll just mess you up.
Right.
Because today is the only day. I try to tell people, take all your enthusiasm for the year, for your life, and squeeze it into today.
Absolutely. Yeah, I'll definitely be here in the morning, man.
Donuts tomorrow. Yo, it is all
free donuts.
the hook. It is going to be fun.
I'm excited.
It's going to be fun. And it's a whole vibe. You know,
you're a whole vibe, Shane.
Yeah. Well, I appreciate that, you know.
This is what the world needs right here, is more positive people, more positive energy.
I appreciate you coming out tonight. We're going to have fun. We do an hour show, so we grow up.
No, I appreciate you having me.
Well, I love it.
I really don't do the platform very well. I'm pretty humble. And
can you get that lit up again? I'm sorry.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yo, we do like reality show too, right? But here's the thing. Let me tell you what people are looking for. Thank you for everyone sharing this. Craig, thank you. Please share and invite. If you could please put your birthday up here.
Hey, Eric. Shout out to you, brother.
If you could please put your birthday up here. Not the year. We don't need the year, but put your birthday up here.
Yeah, my birthday is August 11th.
Boom.
I'm a Leo to the core.
Boom. I'm a Scorpio.
That's all right.
I'm on the cusp.
Oh yeah, Sagittarius, Scorpio. So both. Oh, you're a Libra, Scorpio, or
I'm 10/24, October 24th.
Okay, so you're in the beginning of the Scorpio.
Beginning of the
Scorpio.
Scorpio.
Very nice.
Yeah.
Okay.
But anyway, you know, let's talk about what you're doing because we have a lot of big stuff in the community. I want to talk about Nature's Recipe. How'd you get to this? I mean, it's, you know, people don't understand. The start is hardest.
Yeah.
And then it's just forging it into the finest thing you want.
Fortunately, when I started, I had some great support. Shout out to that person.
Dude Jones, what is up?
And
awesome, man.
Ryan.
Dude Jones, man.
Right there.
Doing big stuff.
Shout out, thanks for the support, Ryan. I love you, brother. I love what you're doing.
Ryan.
This guy is working hard, guys. This guy gets out and grind every day for the city, for these kids, for his kids. I'm telling you right now, that like I said, like-minded people. Surround yourself with like-minded people.
Well, here's the thing: is we're becoming this connection.
That bridge.
You know, that is just amazing. Wayne Scott, everything you're doing, my boy Wayne, love it, man. Busting it up podcast, come on, right? CE from the DOC to the CEO. Right? My man. So, you know, we got people that are doing big stuff up in here. Dude Jones is doing big stuff.
Absolutely.
My man Todd Miller's doing big stuff. But feed the food. At the end of the day, everybody's getting hungry and Erin's feeding them.
Yeah, you know what?
Good food, too. She's feeding big ball and shot calling.
That's right. From scratch, home-cooked meals, you guys. These kids, they might be eating, but they might not be getting the nutrition that they need. And the biggest thing that I saw when I had taken over this food program for, this is Lots of Love Early Learning Center in York, shout out to them and what they're doing for the kids. I saw just behavioral issues. You know, kids coming in hungry. They might get dropped off at 6:30, didn't have breakfast. Breakfast was, 2.5 hours later or whatever else. And I just decided, let's revamp this program. Let's feed them everything they're not getting at home. As it may be, they might have great parents that just work, second shift, and these kids are fending for themselves, and they're eating chips and, noodles and whatever else, ramen noodles, and they're just not getting that daily nutrition. And they're going to school the next day. Their brain is hungry. Their body's hungry. It's starving for those nutrients that didn't receive the day before. And they're getting into trouble. That's what these teachers or schools want to call it. And really, these kids are just not getting what they need in order to be successful on a daily basis. And I decided to, fill that need. And the fact that I feel like we come together as a community and provide this to our kids. We want our kids to do better. We want them to be better. They're our future. We have to provide that for them. It's not about what's going on in their house. It's not about, a lot of people try to blame parents. We have no idea what's going on in their household. And it doesn't even matter. It doesn't matter to me at all what's going on in their household. But to have that option, that outlet there for them where they can receive those nutrients, where they can come to a community center.
Amen.
And we just gotta, it just has to be there. So that's what I'm doing. And I haven't had a kitchen for the past couple months, but I just got approval to use my old kitchen back again. So I'm going to start that up in March.
Maybe we could do something where the funding we're using and what we're doing, that we could produce something for you for something. But it has to be something they like, right? That's made, that supports, you know what I mean? I'm little man to the core, right? And I love the Dunkin' Donuts, but I'm always told everyone, I'm always looking to leverage, man. Don't ever believe it. Shane's hungry. And especially, so if there was a way, that's something I'd love to do.
I'm still a little man. I'm still at the bottom. I have provided thousands of meals already in the city, which is, like I said, it's insane to think about it. Once you come to a point, you stop and look back at everything like, wow, that's what I accomplished. It feels good. Sometimes I don't give myself enough of that pat on the back. But honestly, I feel like that's what keeps me hungry. That's what keeps me going. Is I'm not satisfied. I'm still hungry.
Be happy, not satisfied. That's right. What I love about you.
I get up every day. If the sun's up, I gotta get up. There's more opportunity to have. There's more things to be done, and there's more change to be made. So that's what we're doing.
Ultimately, everyone, if you want to look and shout out some people, we got some
people. There's my buddy Rick, Desiree. Oh, my grandma's on here. Hey, everybody. Shout out to my boy Rick Brownsville. He's a chef out in Arizona. Great chef. This guy cooks for people all over the country.
Boom, love y'all.
Shout out to Nuri. What's up, buddy? Got some, these people I went to school with. I grew up with this young man.
Christina Byers. And look, I always do the Pledge of Allegiance. That's my girl. But look, we do the Pledge of Allegiance.
All right, let's do it, guys.
So, and all the people that are serving out there, we love you and the families.
Yeah, we pledge to each other.
So here we go. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Come on, y'all. Love you. Thank you. Please share this out. That's your girl, Desiree. She's awesome.
Desiree Feliciano, what's up, girl?
Yep. So you got.
She knows about the cooking when we feed these kids, right?
So I got to shout out a couple people for the donuts. Cash Now, Ozone Window Tinting, NJ's Pizza, Crystal Ball Brewing, Indulge Salon, Bubba D's Pizza. So shout out to everyone that went in on the donuts. We have been doing the donuts for 3 years. It really wasn't supposed to be anything. That's that fruit.
That's right. The good food, right?
Yeah.
The good food. That's right.
But you said it, and I want to touch on that because it matters, right? I'm into eating certain things. I do turmeric, lyocin, honey, garlic, apple cider vinegar, cinnamon for my blood pressure. I take it with applesauce, all organic. Everything, my eggs, brown organic, cage-free, and I'm not perfect, but I'm always trying to get on the highway. That's the one thing I want to tell people. Get in. If you need, drink a little water. Drink extra water today. Hydration is important.
Absolutely.
Most people don't know that hydration is the first key to hunger.
That's right.
So,
and happiness is important too, guys. Your mental health affects your physical state.
And food has a lot. Absolutely. You said it. I mean,
that's
key.
It all just kind of.
So how did you find all this out?
Well, actually, my little brother, I adopted my brother Christian. Shout out to that young man. Hopefully he's watching me. He has ADHD. And growing up, teachers wanted to put him on medication, And after a while, we actually did put him on some medication. But he was able to verbalize what he didn't like about the medication. So I started to do my own research at home and how I could help him at home with foods. So we took some things out of his diets and we put other things into his diet that wasn't, hindering the ADHD symptoms. So I saw a change there, and when I took over the food program for the daycare, I decided to do more research on this because I know in the inner city there is a huge problem with kids who have ADHD, behavioral issues, and they're constantly looked at as weaker or not able, and that's not what it is. We just have to figure out what they need. Not everybody needs the same things, but at the end of the day, when it comes down to it in the United States of America, in these inner cities, they don't have access to produce. They don't have access to organic foods. There aren't grocery stores in the city to provide them these things. And that's a problem. There's a need for that. But if I can't provide the grocery store, I would try to provide some meals.
Amen. Amen.
But shout out to my boy Eric McGraw because he's doing big things. He's providing a produce store in New York City. Check out his Healthy Living page. You can go get fresh fruit and vegetables from this guy any day of the week. And it's all organic, non-GMO, things that are good for your body. And not only that, he'll also educate you on every type of food and its health benefits to your body. So, I mean, this man is the man to go to if you're looking to change your lifestyle and your nutritional healthy pattern, your daily pattern. He's the man to talk to. So
nice. Go see him. Please share and invite. Share this to some of your groups. Here's the thing. Chase Horner, how are you, Chase?
I've known Chase. Oh, man, me and Chase go back probably about 5 years old or so.
Alex Bell, how are you?
That's my sister. Shout out to my sister.
Boom.
Alex. She's out in Chicago.
Boom. I used to live in
Follow all
Chicago.
out media. Yeah, we're from the Midwest.
Yeah, I used to live in Naperville.
Yeah?
I went to the Taste of Chicago talking about food. It's the world's biggest picnic.
Oh, yeah.
Biggest barbecue. I think they call it picnic. Taste of Chicago.
Oh, yeah.
Won it on a radio station. Went
Nice.
out there. What a great time.
Oh, man, they got some good food out there.
I was in there in '93 when Chicago won their first championship.
Wow.
With Whoop, there it is. Whoop, there it is. That was going 1993. Yeah, cold winter out there in Chicago.
Is that how the Shane Train started?
No,
What was that group called? The something train. That song was called.
The Shane Train
Whoop,
started.
There it is. The something train.
Back when I used to work for Applebee Windows, I would bring in people and we'd pay them not much and they'd have to get slammed on the phones and get beat up by people. So I had to figure out how to keep people because they had a big 75 station. They went through a lot of people.
Right. Absolutely.
So I was like, well, let's get them to believe in themselves.
Right.
That's the only way.
Yeah.
So I got into the mind, taking these little bits and pieces, and figured out it all starts in the head.
Absolutely, it definitely starts in the head.
So, but I love what you're doing because this matters. I mean, this is the core. And there's so many videos. We'll have to. I'm all about consistency, showing people that this is about. So we'll have to get you on again so people can find out about this. She's getting a stove, so if you want to donate some money to the stove, come on, give it up.
Yeah, we're looking for a new stove right now.
Yeah, if you're a restaurant, give up. A lot of people could get together and put it out there that she's looking for a stove. There might be someone that has a stove out there that, that'll work for her, or help give her some money to raise money for a stove.
Absolutely.
Let's do it.
Yeah, so I was working out of the Prince Street Center in New York City. It's on Princess and Penn Street, and I actually just got approval to utilize that kitchen again, which I'm very blessed to have that opportunity. The Prince Street Center is a beautiful building in New York City, beautiful community center. They've been involved in New York City for generations and generations when it comes to community. We have these buildings, we have these centers. We just don't have any organizations in there providing these outlets for these children. And to me, that's just not acceptable. People want to complain all day long about what we don't have or what's negative and what's going wrong, but they don't want to put that energy in to be the change. If you don't have an answer, if you don't have a solution to the problem, part of the problem,
Yeah, we want people that are all about making it look.
Right.
We get out there, just being out there. I tell anyone, get out in your community. If you're in York County, come out into the city.
Right, come out.
We got a strong vibe.
That's right.
And when you get to know people, you're like, oh my God, it's such a small town. Yeah, it is. When you get to know people, you live in a small town. That's how you raise it up. You find out, look, first of all, we're all human. That's common. Let's build from there. Don't watch the news. Seriously. Don't. Your parents taught you to watch the morning news, the traffic, the weather, all this. Come on, guys. You can look on your phone if you need the weather that bad.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Seriously.
I don't even have cable.
Watch all live media. Our mission is to be socially strong.
Check out your local, what's going on locally, and these social media platforms have definitely given us that ability to
be the news. Just like Uber, anyone can be a cab, anyone can be the news. So when you share and invite, it helps. Everyone has superstar. You're as good as the best and no better than the rest. You want to be humble? Work.
Exactly. Put that work in. You got to put that work in. You can't be scared. We were just talking about fear is not existent. It's created. It's a delusion. You got to have the courage to fight through that fear. And I'm telling you, coming from where I come from, my background, all odds are stacked against me.
Well, do you want to talk about any of it, or just, I'm a guy that'll talk about anything.
Yeah,
I tell people about me being a crackhead, about my ex-wife, because that's how people relate. But I don't want to push anyone into a ring.
No, absolutely. I come from a broken home, abusive household. My mother struggles with drug addiction. And I had to step up at a young age to fill that void in our household. And it's never been a question to me. If I went back to do it all over again, I'd just do it better. Every mistake that I made along the way, I would just not make. But I definitely would not have chosen any other route than to provide for my siblings, provide for my family, and to fill that void. But I'm telling you, I could have woke up every day and been angry about the cards that were dealt to me, but instead I decided to play my best hand. And sometimes I bluffed. I just got up and walked with a smile on my face, and that's all you got to do. It's just that energy. It's about your mindset, that self-love, and I had to learn to love myself and to fill that void that maybe the society told me other people were supposed to fill. But no, you got to fill it yourself. You have to be whole all by yourself and love yourself and walk in your purpose.
Yeah, and look, these things don't just happen. You have to we're taught to run from resistance. The only fears we're born with is noise and heights. The rest we're taught. So resistance is where anything good comes. Anything that's going to make you happy is going to be through resistance, not through eating. And when you talk about processed food, a lot of people, not just kids, go to processed food. I don't use a microwave. I use cast iron pans because look at all the information. Why do you do what you do? Health. You can eat your way to health. That's right. You can eat your way to health.
So feeling mentally, emotionally, spiritually,
physically. Mentally is the core, like the chemicals that go off. That's right. Right? Like, I want to put regular iceberg lettuce on my sandwich, right? But I get that organic spinach, and I leave the root stem on because I'm just going to eat it all anyway, so I just throw that on. I do little hacks, right? Like, I'll put mayonnaise in my chicken. Now, my chicken salad, I'll make it. I'll buy the chicken from the butcher shop up there at North Queen Street. So shout out to you, Superior Meats. And I go to the butcher shop and not the grocery store. People should go wherever they want, but I put a high value.
We live in York County. There's a bunch of farms around here.
Oh, exactly.
Check it out. Well, natural food.
And it's affordable. And here's the thing: at the end of the day, it tastes better. And it's healthier.
It's healthier. It is better.
And you feel better.
Right.
You don't realize your stomach is messed up, your head is messed up, you have a lot of energy, but false energy, and you can't control yourself because you have foods that are giving wrong levels of different chemicals in your body.
Frequencies, the vibrations.
So that's what I love. I mean, the food that you're doing for these kids. Carl, what is up?
Absolutely.
Chad's been serving the community since 2003. Jennifer Warner, Eric, thank you. Alex, Amador Family Legacy, Share and Invite.
Share and invite. Follow Nature's Recipe Free Meals Program on Facebook. We're doing big things in the city. We're trying to change our community, people. We're trying to get these kids.
You're doing it. You're not trying. You're doing it.
Absolutely.
Doing it big.
Giving these kids some hope, a chance. Because I'm telling you, I feed at-risk youth. Some people, tell me, well, you shouldn't market this as an at-risk program, but that's what we're doing. We're feeding these children who are at risk for unbelievable things that somebody that lives a few miles away from them might not be at risk for. Whether it's an education that's not as great, food, their home is broken, they might be at risk to violence, criminal activity, because that's what's at the end of their block. That's right outside their doorstep. But if we can show them, listen, we're going to give you this opportunity and this chance to persevere and get through all these things. And you're going to feel greater about that coming from this area that all odds are stacked against you. You can achieve anything you want to just by focusing, just by choosing. So
I share with a lot.
No, I appreciate you. I appreciate you.
Every group.
How you doing, Victoria Valdez? Shout out to you and your husband Tony. What you guys are doing. Great woman right there. She's very actively involved in the social community and with these kids. So I appreciate all you guys. I love you guys. Hey, shout out to you, Eric. I appreciate you, brother, and what you're doing.
Yeah, we love it. Social media Saturday. We have about another 15, 16 minutes to go. So what do you think? Is an hour a long time to be on the air? Does it feel good? We're having fun, right?
I'm surprised that we're about 10, 15
So let people know,
left.
this is my job, this is my job, right?
This is easy, right?
Well, we have fun, right?
It's a lot of fun. The energy is unbelievable. It's you're a blessing, man. I'm telling you, what you're doing, and then hearing your story more and more, I'm so humbled. I admire you.
Well, I'm glad you got to come out earlier. I didn't know it was you. I'm like, who's walking up?
I pulled up to this guy, in his natural state of just being who he is. And he's just out here sharing his energy with these people who are working hard. This guy provided sweatshirts for these people out here working all night long. It's 38 degrees outside. It's rainy. It's wet. And, they just got their suits on. They might have a t-shirt under their reflector. They're reflecting.
They got their All Live Media sweatshirts
Now they got their All Live Media sweatshirts on. And that's the love. We got to take care of our people. What's up? Shout out to Chef Dave Clark.
Yeah, give some shout outs to some people. We're going to have fun here. If people could do me a favor and drop what your favorite food is.
Drop your favorite food.
What's your favorite food? Now, I have a lot, so I'd be dropping a lot.
What's your favorite food?
Because, I love bacon. Now, here again, I don't buy bacon at a store. I buy it from the butcher. Once you do, you won't eat the nitrate bacon.
Right.
You'll eat butcher bacon. Oh, my God, it's so nice and salty. Man, and then if you take bacon with an egg, the yolky, real farm egg, and you mix it up and you have some toast. I mean, I love waffles. Oh, yeah. I love cream chip beef on toast.
Oh, yeah. That's my mom's favorite is cream chip beef.
SOS.
Oh,
love
man.
it so. With crispy home fries,
oh,
with some caramelized onions. But here's the thing is most people don't, they want to rush. So I only like caramelized, right? Like especially Vidalia onions from Georgia or some... or some
biscuits
Bermudas.
And gravy. Since I got you some biscuits and gravy.
So, biscuits and gravy, bring it, I can't stop.
From scratch, biscuits and gravy from scratch. I got you.
So tell them, what's your breakfast? You got some of mine.
What's my breakfast? Actually, I usually eat some yogurt and a banana for breakfast.
All Live Media sweatshirt.
All Live Media. Shout out to you, Shane. I appreciate you, brother.
You wear here's what I told you. I said the hard workers appreciate it. Wear it. I give it to people that I know will wear it.
No, of course I'm gonna wear it. Look. I know I don't look the best in this dad cap, but I've definitely been walking around wearing this because we're supporting something good. We're doing major things. Social strong, that's what I'm talking about. You got to get comfortable finding commonalities and not focusing on the differences, people. We can focus on the different things as much as we want to, but you're not going to get anywhere. Go sit down with somebody, have a conversation, and find some commonalities.
Well, we're human, right? So
that's right. We're all human.
Please share and invite this. It matters.
Media people, they're doing big things for the community.
Socially strong. We're changing. Here's the thing: is we're taking on the big.
Shout out to Mayor Sean Mock.
We're taking on GAL, Fox, CNN, and all them, and saying no, you're done because you were taught wrong. For back then, people have the news camera come to their house and they talk about a shooting and they want to get on camera. That's not good. It's not good for the neighbors. Not good for when kids have birthday parties. No one's going to come. They're going to say, I saw the news. New York City's a jungle. Don't go down there. It's horrible. It's like World War III down there. We have a beautiful city. And what we do here at All Live Media is to be socially strong.
That's right.
And we make it affordable for companies to get known on their phone.
Shout out to Danny Keogh, who's always that was always my partner in classroom. Keogh came right before Climbing. This guy sat next to me for years and years in school. Hey, Dawn. Shout out to Dawn. Tell Adriana I said hi. What's up? We're making major moves right here. Shout out to TheShaneTrain for having me tonight on All Live Media. We definitely appreciate the platform and the opportunity to come out here and share what we're doing for the community. Like I said, people go follow Nature's Recipe Free Meals Program. We're doing big things in the city for these kids, guys. It's a major movement right now.
So if somebody wants to help, what can they do?
Starting in March, I'm going to be rocking back, starting live action again. I definitely could use some volunteers. If you guys want to donate anything, time, money, energy, we'll accept it. We definitely have a place for it to go. Like I said, I've been working out at community centers in New York City. Ultimately, I would love to have my own center in New York City and, see my dream come to life. And my dream is to have a community center to provide an outlet for these children to go. It's a safe place. They can come and get free homework help, learn about, sustainable living through horticulture, learn about cooking for themselves, from scratch meals like what we're doing. And this stuff is easy, people. It's not hard to spend a couple minutes with your kids in the kitchen every day. Throw those chips away. Stop buying that junk food at the grocery store. They're gonna be hungry. They're gonna cook up something. You just gotta teach them. You gotta show them. You gotta give them these skills to be successful.
And that food never satisfies them. Here's the thing: is it never satisfies them, so they're gonna keep being hungry. So when you do, it does more than food, though, right? Like
you know Dawn Hoff. She's giving us a shout out right now.
Dawn, how are you? Dawn, how are you? Awesome. Yes, love you. Thank you.
Hey, shout out to my boy Anthony Carvajal and out in Tempe, Arizona. Love you, brother.
Virginia, how are you?
Out here.
Virginia, Chad, everyone, Jennifer. Yes, Dawn, she's awesome. I'm not from this area. I've lived here, I don't even know how many years, since the late 90s, I guess. 2003, I bought my house. I lived here years before that. So, yeah, the late 90s, I lived here. But York's my home. I mean, everything is me, York.
That's right.
I was born to live in York.
Right. So, I wasn't born in York. I was born in Illinois. I moved here when I was 4.
Where in Illinois?
Springfield, Illinois. My dad's from Chicago. I have 6 brothers and sisters out there. My dad has 18 brothers and sisters.
So, how do you make your hot dogs?
I grill them. I never boil.
So you don't put. You know what I love is all the different stuff on the Chicago hot dog they put on, man.
Oh, so you mean like toppings?
Like toppings.
Well, I put some onions on there. I don't do sauerkraut that much.
I like pickles. I'm not a sauerkraut. Pickles
I love dill pickles. Dill pickles? You gotta be a dill pickle.
Crunchy,
oh, yeah.
Bam! You know what I mean?
That kosher dill.
I like smoked hot dogs. Here again, I go up to, and I think they're Seacrest. I'm not sure, but I get smoked or unsmoked up here at the butcher shop.
Okay.
Hot dogs.
Up here on Queen Street?
Right up on Queen Street.
Yep.
It's Superior Meats.
Exactly what you're
Tell George that you saw the Shane Train. He was here. And Social Media Saturday, please come out from 12 to 2. We're going to have 2 hours. The Copper Crust just moved here. Shout out to Indulge Salon for my hair. Kimberly, my whole family, she makes us all beautiful. She's amazing. And Copper Crust moved from the market. Well, they're still in the market, but they're coming out here.
Nice.
And I wish they didn't, because their food is whew.
Yeah, they guys, if you guys haven't checked out Copper Crust down at Central Market, their baked goods are amazing. Their food is amazing. Their breakfast. I used to go there.
Their cinnamon buns look like a pizza.
I love cinnamon buns.
You know what I mean? They're huge.
Hey, shout out to Heather McLean. How you doing? We're doing big things, Heather. We're making moves for these kids in York City, and eventually I'm going to take this nationwide. We're going to feed every hungry child in America.
Dylan says he will keep looking on the lookout for spots for you.
Hey, thanks, Dylan. I appreciate you, brother.
Awesome.
Thanks for the love.
That. Yeah, please share and invite this to some groups.
Check out Nature's Recipe.
Go give it a like.
Yeah, give it a like. I'm telling you, I started in October 2016. We fed almost 15,000. I've served almost 15,000 meals in New York City since then. That was 2 meals a day.
But every meal is a kid that is getting an amazing meal. But let's talk about the quality of the meal.
You're
not throwing out some instant macaroni and cheese, right?
None of that. You're never gonna find any.
With the food coloring that's bad for you.
You're never gonna find any of that. You're never gonna find any.
So how do you do it? How do you put it on? I mean, do you just come up with a recipe for the week? I mean.
So I create a monthly menu. I have a recipe book.
So what does that take?
It takes some time and energy, and you got to think. I took kid-friendly meals and I turned them into nutritional meals that they love, and it tastes good. I cook from the heart. I cook with love, so it's not just about the nutrition. It's about these kids got to enjoy
do some videos and eat some of these meals and do a video down there. You know,
look, you see what the dog say. I cook. How you doing, Chantel? Kate Sterner, what's up, Sterner?
Kate, what's up?
Love you, girl.
Ellen, what's up? Ellen, you're awesome. I know I'm hungry now, too. Gosh, it's a Thursday, so Bubba D's, NJ's is open until 3 o'clock.
Oh,
so
man.
They brought us pizza on the show before they've come here.
I had their steak stromboli.
Oh, man. You know, and what they're doing, right? All of us coming together and knowing that there's a place for everyone. Foodies eat at all different restaurants. Right. You know, they took over a place that needed life in it on Jackson Street for the city.
That's right.
They delivered till 3 o'clock in the morning on Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. They don't have any delivery charge, so you can order a French fry and they'll deliver it to you, right? But they're just serving a need, and it's like a little community center right there.
Support local people.
Yeah,
take care of each other.
Yes.
Support local.
So, but
check out Locals Only
Collective. Ty Michaels, local
major things.
only.
Buy Live, Feed a Kid people. For every hat that you purchase, $1 goes back to Nature's Recipe, so I can provide a meal for a child. So support local people. Well, this is a movement. 2018 is a takeover.
Michael, how are you, man? Good to see you.
Like you said, resist, right? Resist. Yes. We're making our own way. We're making our own path, and we're taking care of each other. It takes a village.
So I did cancel my speaking engagement in LA next month. I just have a lot going on, and I had to change. And don't be afraid of adjusting and readjusting as you do different things. I love everyone out there, and when they come to Philly, I'll probably speak with them, but I will not be going to LA. I'm going to stay here. I have some other commitments and some other things I need to do. So anyway, yeah, so don't be afraid. And look, when it comes to life, try everything.
Try everything.
I mean, the clock, gravity, and time are the ones that win at the end.
Absolutely.
So before that, give, grow, live, and love.
It's a man right here.
I mean, it's simple. It's not difficult.
And love, people. Don't forget that love.
Love is what...
I've been sharing... I got tattooed on my arm, one love. I'm telling you, people, I've been spreading love my whole life. My heart was huge when I was born. And that's what it's about. It's about loving yourself. It's about spreading that love. And it comes back abundantly. So.
And you know what's crazy?
What's up, Wood? What's up, Lindsay Wood? Shout out to you, girl. Love you. Miss you.
Boom. Love you. Come to All Live Media on Saturday, March the 3rd.
Saturday, March the 3rd.
12 to 2.
If you're making things happen in this community, come check out All Live Media, Shane and Gray and what he's doing, creating a platform for everybody who's making change.
AKA the Shane Train.
The Shane Train,
Come
people.
on, man.
Get on board. Because it's going no matter what. We ain't stopping.
You know, most people don't know, but I do coaching for business owners, but, you know, serious people, so I don't promote it much. But just to show you a little bit of the Shane Train.
Of course I gave you a shout out. What? It's all love. I love
man,
my people.
We 100% want to make sure that we are shouting each other out.
That's right.
And that's important that we do that. Hold on, where is it? Hold on a second. Boom.
The Shane Train.
Alright. So if you ever want to know, I don't really talk about this much, but if you ever did want to, if you were a serious high-level producer, and I don't promote this for a reason because most people aren't, I do help people with their business. If you're a serious entrepreneur, I do training on a monthly basis. I do calls that are personal, but I don't promote it because when you've been doing what I've been doing long enough, you don't need to promote it.
That's right.
Your documentation beats conversation. But it's every day. There's no finish line. Like, I want my, you know how you have your purpose. Mine is to let people know that you can do anything you want. And it doesn't matter what you told, what story you were told. But it does matter the story you told yourself.
That's right. Because
belief is a construct. Just like you bake a cake, you bake in your mind what you believe about yourself in belief. And you can change what you believe about yourself. What I'm telling you is that if you took all the stuff you've been through, you could turn it into something amazing. You know what's crazy? And the things I'm telling you, listen, I was like scratching my head when I heard it, and it took me a long time to get this stuff. But at the end of what people say to you, like if someone wants to say something mean to you, like about you that's known you, because it's usually people that know you, at the opposite end of that is your gift. Believe me.
Absolutely.
At the opposite is your gift. So, but, you know, All Live Media, what you're doing, what everyone in New York and across the globe, that is why you should share. Oh, let me show you. This is the Shane Train. If you haven't seen this. Who's that dude?
He's a guy, people.
Shane Train strong. Good. Awesome. Yo. James is big dork.
That's in my garage where it all started.
Yo, anyone tell you you're a pimp?
I love saying that. So, have fun. You know what I mean? When I did this and called myself the Shane Train, people laugh. Well, you know what? It was all a plan I had for a long time. So you have to understand you're going to be resisted. But as long as you stop resisting yourself, you'll move in places you've never been before. Right? It's okay that people resist you. When someone says, Shane, your content sucks, I'm like, listen, I agree with you. And now you're wrong for me. Because you cannot change people. You have to spend your life changing yourself to become a better, more refined version, right? You are steel. You put yourself in that oven and you forge yourself to be a sword, right? Stop being a brick and become a wall, right? Become strong.
Put that work in every day.
But no one's going to save you.
Learn.
No one's drafting you. No one's coming to get you. You got to get up and get at it. And not only do you have to get up and get at it, but you have to give everything you can to everyone you can.
Absolutely.
And at the end of the day, that's the only true feeling.
Absolutely.
Is giving.
I'm telling you, like I said, providing meals for these kids was the most fulfilling thing I ever done in life. And I never.
And you knew it when you felt it, right?
I knew it when I felt it.
And that's the thing you should tell people. Like, just keep trying stuff because when you get the feeling, it's unequivocally, you know it, right?
I'm telling you, I went to school for architecture. I went to school for interior design. I've always loved art, but I've always been in the kitchen. I have years of restaurant experience. When I was asked to take over this program, I was like, well, I've never really done this. I mean, I know how to cook. I've cooked, but I've never done this. I went to summer camps growing up. I'm the oldest cousin. I have lots of kids behind me, but I never worked with kids. But I took that leap, and I put time in. I learned what I was doing. I educated myself. And I didn't look back. And it's been life-changing for myself and other people, apparently, because that's what they tell me. So that's what we're doing, right, Shane? We're trying to change lives and make things happen.
Hey, you're awesome. Dawn, you're awesome. I appreciate you.
Shout out to Miss Deborah
Ellen,
Wilson.
Aisha, Lindsay, love you. Michael, everyone, thank you, Dawn. I appreciate you so much. Stephen Boudreau, what's up? Look, I love that nurturing our youth with Mother Nature's recipe, man. That is epic. It's the foundation. Like, we're social strong. It's simple. Not easy, but simple.
That's right.
Nurturing our youth with Mother Nature's recipes. Come on, man.
Love you, Grandma.
Ellen
What's up,
Hickman. She is awesome.
That's my grandmama right there. She's the
Grandma Hickman, thank you for joining. Appreciate you.
That's right. Love you.
Yo, I heard you got the secret recipes.
She got all the secret recipes. Y'all can't touch it with the bacon. My ancestors, my grandmother's ancestors invented ladyfingers. Her maiden name is Baker, and that's what we do. We cook. It's in my roots.
Wow.
I'm telling you, man, it's in my roots. So.
That is awesome.
That's right. Right, Grandma? That's what we do. We feed people.
That is epic. Yo, I love to be fed. You can
hey,
tell.
Bill, my buddy Bill Carson. Bill Carson, tell them about Grandma's bacon. Tell them about my grandma's apple cake, Bill. They don't know. They don't know. Thank you, Dawn. I appreciate the love.
Yeah, appreciate the love. She is. When I met her, I was attracted to her right away. I was like, yo, this is my kind of energy.
Oh, yeah. I've known Dawn for years.
Ellen.
She actually gave birth to my second cousin, my first second cousin, Adriana, I remember the day that little girl was born. I looked into her eyes. So shout out to you for growing, for helping our family grow with love and more beautiful creatures. Because Adriana's a special little girl.
Boom, boom.
Appreciate you.
Love it, love it. So is it hard to get through a show?
Not at all. Look, we're still going.
Yeah.
It's after 12.
Yeah.
It's supposed to be an hour long. I feel good. I'm amped now. I
there
can tell why
energy
you're
in
always
here?
amped. Because I look at this guy, I'm like, how does he keep going? This feels good. It feels good to spread, to socially be.
Well, God
be
fills
involved
in
with
the
it.
gaps. I
That's
tell
right.
everyone, when you get out there, I'm 48 years old, I tell people, if you're not walking around with pain, you ain't living. Right? I mean, you got to do it anyway.
Hey,
so I come
shout
down
out
here.
Katrina Marie. That's my baby sister. That's my little sister right there.
Oh, shout out, baby sister.
Yeah, that's my first love in life.
Yes. I love it.
Right.
Please share this and invite some people. Please share this to groups. Why is it important? Look, at the end of the day, people need to have hope. Everything I do is about saying you're as good as the best and no better than the rest. What it means is, look, the mind is the most powerful in both ways, right? It can cause you to kill yourself if you don't harness it, or you can levitate the world by using it. So, but to get to suicide means you've lost hope, and I just want to tell you you're loved. Look, suicide is a permanent solution to a temporary problem. And I know right now you're not feeling it, right? Like you're at the end of your rope, but I'm just telling you, you are loved. I'm a train wreck. I come from the ashes. I mean, I can tell you time and time again, I shouldn't even be here, but I am here, and you are here. So anybody, share it out so people know you're loved. The human race, there's 7 billion people. You just need to find a couple people that believe in you, and here's one of them, right? TheShaneTrain. Right? I needed someone to believe in me. I believe in you.
Yeah.
I believe in you.
Yeah, and sometimes people aren't going to believe in you, and that's the moment you got to believe in yourself. There's not always going to be somebody there to give you that hand to get up, and that's when hope comes in and that faith comes in. And, I tell people all the time, God is within me. I felt this spirit within me since I was a very little girl. I've always been that connection in my family to keep us together, to bring hope to us, try to be positive. Sometimes they want to kick me because I might not be saying what they want to hear, but at the end of the day, it's what they need to hear, and they come back and they love me for it. But, a lot of people, they look at me and they might see one thing, but when you sit down and you get to know me, it's probably a lot different than
what would I see at your Thanksgiving table when I looked at the table right before I'm getting ready to eat? What would I see on the table?
I actually have a picture on my Facebook of what our Thanksgiving table looks like. You're going to see some lamb, you're going to see a turkey, a ham, you're going to see roasted Brussels sprouts, some cooked collard greens, baked macaroni and cheese. We put it down in the kitchen. Hi,
Chantel.
Hi,
Mitchell.
Chantel.
How are you?
Chantel has another one of my baby cousins. I got lots of cousins out here in New York City. I came here. My father and my mother's roots are from Illinois. I have one bloodline in New York City, but we started our own generation in this town. And I tell you what, I came back and moved back here about 6.5 years ago. And I told myself, keep your mindset elevated and don't allow anything to bring you down. And my mindset on this town turned around. I decided to be that change, to put that energy in it and to be what this community needs. You can't just look at it and say York is horrible and whatever else. You can't grow here. Well, we have to be the growth. We have to plant those seeds.
Katrina Marie, a bunch of delicious at Aaron's table.
That's right.
I'm from Missouri, Missouri. I'm not really from Missouri,
okay.
But I say it because Missouri's the show me state, right? So I got to see the
I'm
place.
gonna show you, brother.
But I'm a Philly boy. I was born in Bryn Mawr Hospital out in Delaware County.
Okay.
But now I'm a York dude, man. I mean, straight up York. I'm all York.
All right.
I'm all.
And listen, I wasn't born here. I spent a nice chunk of my childhood here from the time I was 4 to I was 15. But I'm York right now. I'm York City. This is what I'm about. I'm about building this community and building these children up because that's what they need. And I see a need in this town.
It takes a village to raise them, not one person.
Absolutely.
It doesn't take parents. Absolutely. It takes all of us being responsible for each other.
And they got to be able to look at us and see
love.
Absolutely, that
and
love.
Cooperation. Absolutely. And the human race.
That's right.
Period.
So
keep it simple.
I appreciate you, Shane. Thank you so much for the opportunity to come out. we're trying to make.
We are.
We are making moves in York City. Major moves.
We are making big moves.
It's a movement, people. Yep. It's a major movement.
And we need help. We need everyone's help.
Absolutely.
Everything matters. Your shares matter. Your invites matter. Coming out. Get into town. Get on social media. Look, you don't, like an abandoned car doesn't do good. It doesn't run. You might have a Ferrari, but if you never get in, it's not a Ferrari until you get in and turn it on, right? You might have a home, but it's not a home until you get in there and have a meal, right?
It's like the Porsche.
Boom.
It's not a Porsche until it's driven.
No, and it's not all live media until you share and invite. Come on, man. So tomorrow's donut day. She's riding.
Yeah, we're gonna ride. Give out some donuts in York City tomorrow. I'll be here back here at 10:30 tomorrow morning.
So we roll up. We put our order in. If you want to go in on donuts, let me know. You can PayPal. We can pick up the money. Whatever. You get the. It's crazy. We did it for one friend years ago. Just like, hey, we'll get you donuts. But they're in a spot in New York where everyone goes, and then now here we are. You know what I mean?
We are.
And it's fun.
Absolutely. This has been a lot of fun.
I'm glad we had y'all. What you're doing is big. Listen, nurturing our youth with Mother Nature's recipes. Please go to Nature's Recipe.
That's right. We were given everything that we need to be successful. We have it all.
Right there.
We just have to get back to the basics.
Yeah.
We forgot the fundamentals. You
got
to get those fundamentals.
Always getting back on track. That's our life mission, is getting back on track, on track. And it's time to get back on track, but we need everybody. We need all hands on deck.
Absolutely. Everybody go out, like Nature's Recipe.
Please do.
All live media, TheShaneTrain.
Oh, God
Locals
bless.
Collective. My we appreciate the
support.
Buy, live, feed a kid, people.
Bam. Thank you. God bless you. See you.